Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Dang, Dante.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Singing now.
Just hanging out.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Did you find the book that I was talking about?
The book.
The book, the unburned book at the.
Oh, Margaret Thatcher's autobiography. Yeah, real
No,
exciting.
The unburned book at
The unburnt.
Pentagon.
No, I didn't look. I didn't look
Just
it up.
look it up.
The unburnt book. It
Yeah.
sounds so mythical. It sounds like a little like RPG
Dude,
item.
It's fucking mythical, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Books. See, the first thing that comes up is Daenerys Targaryen when I look up the unburnt book.
Well, no, that's not what I said.
Oh.
Unburnt book at the Pentagon.
Right. Book
it's
at the
specific.
Pentagon.
I mean, there's tons of unburned books.
The unburnt
Of
book.
course, fucking Game of Thrones is gonna come.
Come
up.
on. It means unburned book, unburned Pentagon, the untold story of. Okay, this is interesting. Including results for unburned book. See, I'm getting.
You're not seeing it?
I'm seeing. Well, I'm seeing
Has
a couple.
the government
I'm
hidden
seeing,
it away?
The government is hidden it away.
The government's
The
hidden it
Illuminati
away.
already got on this. They
Yeah.
took it right off. Yeah.
I don't know about the Illuminati. I mean, isn't that Italian? What the fuck would they care about us?
Illuminati. Oh.
Ooh.
Nah, yeah, I don't know. I like that word though. I'd never use that term like seriously though, but it's a funny word. Illuminati.
Illuminati.
Mm-hmm. It's a sexy word. I can get used to saying it.
Yeah. But you
Mhm.
can't find the unburned book?
Let me see. I'm not.
That was the
going
weirdest
through
thing. That was the weirdest thing about 9/11 to me.
Okay. So, well, I mean, there's a couple of things. So the first thing I'm seeing is like is like fact checking, because apparently the biggest controversy of this, according to the first Google searches, aren't whether or not it was unburned and what does that mean. It is more focused on whether or not that book was a Bible or not.
I don't know.
Yeah, because the first things I'm seeing
I mean, what else?
aren't the first things I'm seeing. You'd expect them to be. There's unburnt book is at the Pentagon. It's so weird. It's out of place. It's not
Right.
burnt at all.
But
But instead, they're talking about whether or not it's a Bible.
it looked like a dictionary, like a fucking giant dictionary. Have you
Dictionary?
seen one of those really big? It's
A hit
like
list?
This fucking big.
Oh.
No, you've never seen one.
Oh,
of those?
oh, yeah, ones like that.
Almost every library. Have you ever been in a library?
Oh. Me. No.
I mean, don't you go to college?
Oh yeah, haven't you gone to college? No, I've seen. I know what type you're talking about. Those big, huge, thick volumes.
Wow.
Big, thick volumes. Huge volumes of books. Yeah, no, I'm not.
God, we're fucking loud. I gotta turn this down.
The Wi-Fi's not. Yeah, the Wi-Fi's going a little bit slow.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
It's
I'm
not just
able
for
to
you?
pick it up. Yeah, I'm not able to.
Oh my God, what the fuck? I have sound problems here.
What is it about that Snopes website? There's people have talked about that Snopes website.
Yeah, Joe Rogan, like, he was hating on them because they're,
Oh, what? It's like fake journalism or something?
no, I guess he was like, oh, God damn it. The guy was dating prostitutes or something, or married a prostitute.
The guy that ran the website?
Yeah, and Joe Rogan thought that was crazy or something.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it seems
It's probably
normal.
more to that.
It seems normal to me, right?
Seems normal. I don't know why you'd have to single out the Snopes guy. What did he do? What did you do to deserve such criticism?
The Snopes guy?
Snopes guy. Hit the
Well, I mean, he's
come on.
supposed to be like this great, unbiased thing,
Yeah.
you know?
You're a prostitute looking for someone that's opinionated, someone that has big ideas. You wanna hit the Snopes every day, you know.
Right. I'm trying to get this sound going right, and it's fucking up on me. because my technology is lame. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, is it bad to marry a prostitute?
No, it can't be. It can't be. It can't be. A lot of people say that if that loving someone like that would be, you're loving someone that's endangering themselves, you know, and that it's hard to care for someone that puts themselves in danger so much, I suppose. But
Right.
no, there shouldn't be. I mean, I'm the kind of guy that's gonna argue for more progressive sex laws.
Oh, I didn't know that shit. Why is it okay to give it away for free, but you can't sell it?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's the same with weed too.
Uh-huh.
Like somebody can give you weed, but they can't sell you weed.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that there should be anything wrong with it. I think that just like anything else, it can be seen as a good or a service. I mean, I wouldn't. I think that there's nothing wrong with that.
Selling weed
Oh, yeah, that too.
or selling pussy.
The second, first, I'll take door number 1 and door number 2. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't think that because when having prostitution being legal or illegal, if you know that you can call up a prostitute in any way through whatever type of nefarious means you have already, if that was something that you're into, wouldn't you have already done it?
What's that?
If you called up a prostitute.
Called a prostitute?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, look at that. Sounds better, doesn't it?
That does sound better.
Fucking figuring it out.
What'd you do? You just rotated the mic?
No, there's a goddamn setting on this mic.
No.
It's a new microphone. Michael brought it over. So
Get into those
good old Michael
goddamn
Gray.
settings.
All right, so yeah, that's way better, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, dude.
Dude, if prostitution
That
is
was
legal,
fucking
then
pissed me off.
then you'd have to probably legalize other things too, like unions, you know,
Well,
or like
Gotta remember-
mandated like checkups and stuff like that, right? Suddenly, those things become safer, right? We're not just letting a couple people just like onto the streets all willy nilly.
what? Prostitutes?
Prostitutes.
I mean, what does it matter if it's legal or illegal? They're doing it anyway.
Yeah, but I think that if it's legal, though, you can.
You can regulate it.
I mean,
make money off
I mean,
of it.
on one
That's
hand,
always the benefit
yeah.
of
I mean,
legalization.
I mean, on one hand, legalizing, you know, legalizing or legalizing sexual acts and stuff, and payment for it, I think is just like totally weird. As at the same time, it's
Making
really
it
absurd.
illegal?
It's odd, like the idea that you even have to legalize or illegalize it. The fact that it's like a point of contention is
It
kind of
really
odd.
seems like no one else's fucking business besides the two people that are
It
involved.
really doesn't,
Right?
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's that Puritan Quaker bullshit, dude.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I think that once you make it legal, you help society because you put those people that can make money prostituting, you give them an ability to do it under safer means, and you take the power away from. I don't know. I mean, the view of that I have is like pimps and stuff, but there's just like big old pimps just
I dated
driving
a
around.
prostitute.
You did?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Well, I guess, okay, well, I don't know if it wasn't dating. I saw her a couple times, and I didn't pay for it.
That's
Yeah.
kind of dating.
Yeah, but, you know, the weird thing about that is she's been murdered.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
she was dead. She was found in a house, I think in Oklahoma or some shit, and she was pregnant.
No.
But, yeah.
How long after you were dating?
I don't know. You know, I hadn't heard from her in like a year, and so she was on that TV show. There was some fucking HBO show or something. I never watched it, but she was on that. So I was like, oh, well, I could just look her up. So I looked on the internet and fucking saw articles of her fucking dead. Brooke Phillips. You can look it up, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she was hot too.
Oh. That stinks, man. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you always hear about something like prostitution.
Yeah,
Super
she was cool. And then, you know, I was just like, yeah, what
safe.
the fuck happened to her? You know?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, poor person. Brooke Phillips, is that really her? That blonde person?
Yeah. Well, she was brunette. I mean, she went blonde right after, like, I was like,
Ay,
whoa,
ay,
that was
ay.
weird. Yeah, she was brunette when I knew her.
Whoa. Brooke Phillips, The Life and Death of an HBO Hooker. An article by The Village Voice.
Yeah. I didn't do it.
An HBO hooker. What a weird title. You know?
Right?
That's just the think of the catchiest title that they could give for you dying, you know?
Right?
HBO hooker.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I've always thought about, like, if some cataclysm, like, huge disaster happened and we were, like, buried in ash or something and just died where we are right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, we were the most well-preserved example of society as it stands, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 2,000 years later, some motherfuckers come and dig us up, and they're just like, Merced, man. This is
how much did they find out?
This is how Americans lived.
Right.
Like, this is it, you know.
Uh-huh.
They all had these fucking, you
Because
know, yeah.
if we don't move things or store things online, the valley's going to get filled up with water at some point.
Well,
All the
there's
physical
80-something
artifacts
there's 80
of our life are
something,
gonna
yeah, there's 80
be washed
something
away.
dams that are keeping the water up in the
Damn.
hills.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, but there's a chance that there could be an earthquake that knock them all out, and that all that water just rush right in.
So I keep hearing every so often there's a horrifying article.
But, well, the point of me saying that, though, is because it's like when we dig shit up now, and we look and we're like, oh, this is the way Romans were.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it could have just been one crazy motherfucker, you know? Yeah, you just don't know,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Like they say in Indiana Jones, if I bury this watch in a
The Book
thousand
of Dante.
years,
Oh,
it'll
it's
be
the Book of
priceless.
Dante. You know?
Yeah,
You'll start a religion.
All right. Wonder if that'll be a short or a long book.
It depends.
It's amazing how long or short you can make your autobiography. You know, like you have a total choice of how much you want to put into a book about your own life. You know,
Right. Well, you know, generally I don't tell a lot of my stories because they're like, yeah. People are just like, nah, you're full of shit.
well, you got to put it in a book someday.
I got some good stories, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put it in a book
And some of them aren't all true. No, they are.
based on true story. Yeah, well, you can do what
I mean, some of it's based on, I mean, fuck yeah, when you're telling a good story, you know, I'm just telling a good story. And,
Right.
I mean, some of the facts don't matter. It's just like, fuck.
Well, what is
let me
that?
take you on this fucking journey, man.
well, I mean, autobiographical fiction is totally a genre.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
But how far does it get? Right? Remember that million little pieces?
I was just gonna bring that up.
controversy?
Yeah.
You know, it's like on one hand, like that book wouldn't have been as much of a controversy if he had just been upfront about this is a book based on my life. It's a lot of different stories that I got from a lot of places.
Well, what's the fucking point? Like, who cares? I was a junkie. Now I'm not. I'm getting my shit together. Write a book. Fucking here. Help me fucking get my shit back together.
Right.
Buy my book.
But I think yeah, but I think in terms of artistry, probably like when you say like fuck you to an audience that like that you built up based on one presumed idea of your work.
You, though? I mean, what did he do? He just fucking kind of embellished some shit. I mean, who fucking gives a fuck?
Well, I think that's the thing is I think that's fine, but I think his backlash came from he sold it really hard as like this is a gut wrenching, very it's super gnarly story about like what really
That's
happened.
how you sell a fight, dude.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? They're just like fighters all the time that you see them all talking shit, mad shit, and they fight and then they hug each other out.
I'm not going to
all about
say
the money, dude.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it's like it wasn't like totally sensationalist. They were like, how could you do this? You know, they kind of made it another story into itself where they're like,
Right.
you led people on, scumbag. But then autobiographical fiction is totally cool. You know, like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, one of the greatest like autobiographical fictions. Compelling,
But I mean,
amazing.
but you knew Hunter S. Thompson was like that, dude. You knew he was like fucking crazy, dude. Everyone knew he was that crazy. That's why he could tell a story like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's that cult of personality thing.
But was that fiction?
That's the thing. I don't know. Yeah, it seems like if you take on the assumption that like he is who he is, then it's very easy to read that book and be totally.
You read the book, saw the movie?
Read the book a long time ago. I saw the movie also a long time ago. Actually, I could use a reread.
Was that Johnny
and a
Depp?
rewatch.
Johnny Depp
Johnny Depp.
and Benicio del Toro.
Benicio del Toro. Yep. Yeah. I saw it. I can probably look this up somehow. There was some weird commentary that he had on on Topher Grace's character that jumps in the car. It's awesome. I'd recommend that.
I wonder if my shit can get on yet. Man, I'm getting over this cold.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the thing about a cold. You feel horrible for a little while, and then you're just running gunk out of your body.
I woke up the other day
days.
and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be sick anymore. I don't want to be sick today.
No.
Yeah. So I got up, did my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the power of belief.
Jeez.
Powerful thing.
Your mind's so powerful. Sierra was telling me that the other day. Sierra, my girlfriend, she was telling me that if she feels like some type of illness coming on, she can kind of put her mind towards what she wants to do at the moment, and she'll finish out her tasks and her plans, full knowing that she's getting sick, but she'll want to finish what she's working on so badly that she'll get what she's doing done, and then the effects of being sick will hit her.
Well, you've heard of like mind over matter and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know, like those Buddhist monks like burning themselves, and they say they don't feel fire.
Yeah.
And their skin don't burn.
Immolation.
Right. So.
Or emulsion, I'm not sure.
That's just one example I can think of right off the bat. But there's all kinds of examples of like mind over matter kind of shit. You know, like the people putting the hooks in the back, suspension and all that shit. You know what I mean? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
right?
It's some interesting.
Okay. So
like
with that thought in
massage or
mind, right? If I got a cold, you know, usually I try to ignore it, and then if it gets pretty bad, this is my medicine, and this is crazy. But I just told this to my sister the other day. My sister's a doctor, and she didn't really think it was all that crazy. Of course, a little crazy, but you have your antibodies and shit, right? Your white blood cells, or the things in your body that fight off those illnesses, right? And the cold is a virus, you know, so you can sort of picture a virus, right? And so what I do is eat a really good meal, as diverse as I can, you know, meat.
I like a lot of different food
meat,
groups.
bread, some fruit, vegetables. Yeah, different, just like. And so basically the idea is that I'm feeding my army. I'm giving it resources to go fight battle. And then as I go to sleep that night, I picture my antibodies and shit as an army. And that I'm the motherfucking general. And I'm telling go. And then I focus on, like, if I got something on my chest or something, you know, I'll just focus on my chest. And I picture myself sending them there, you know. And so.
Which is weird because you're picturing it, but also all of that is true.
Well,
metaphor aside, that's all
and I'm
true.
building this visualization in my head as a way of attempting to control my body, my own body. Like, why? You know, I can control my arms and shit. Some people can control their heart rate so it slows down, you know, so much that it seems like they're dead. You know, there's all kinds of weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
I want to look that up because there was this Indian man that lived until an incredible age, and they asked him
well, I did that
what
the
he
other
does.
night, and I feel pretty fine. Except now I kind of.
Wow.
Now that we turn the microphone on, my nose is running a little bit.
Wow, that's some.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, you know, my aunt was talking about something really similar to this the other day. She was talking about fasting, and she was
Fasting for sickness.
Yeah, because, and I'm looking this up because what's purported is that after
So you
go
want to do the
through-
Russia versus Germany technique, just like the war of attrition, see who outlasts who.
Oh, well, let's see.
And then you're just going to assume that since you're Russian, you know, you're just going to burn the fucking forest and just the Germans will die. Ooh, Germans.
Let's see here. Huh. Let's see. This is, well, let's see here. Let me try to find something that's a little bit more. I can look. I love how you can narrow down your searches. Okay. So here's this other one site that kind of, so the kind of information I was getting was very vague because we were talking about a lot of subjects. We didn't go into one thing for too long. So they mention that if you go through a period long enough of fasting, your body can go into like a regenerative mode. And so the concept of it, before I get into like actually reading about it and learning more about it, is that when your body realizes that no nutrients or anything new is going into the body, it goes basically into repair mode and upkeeps what's going on.
Yeah, see, that's bullshit.
Is it?
Yeah, your body goes into fucking eat itself mode.
Well, I mean, that's probably your stomach and a couple of other components of your body.
Starving yourself.
But
it's like I said, it's a war of attrition. You're just trying to fucking see who's gonna last, you or the sickness.
Yeah, but your body does react to that in many different ways.
Yeah,
because it's hard to lose weight when you're fasting.
But I've always been thin, so I've never worried about that.
But that's the thing. Your body is really smart, and once it realizes
it's hard to lose weight when you don't watch Survivor or what?
No,
dude, they're on that island for 39 days.
No, it's not hard
to.
Is it 39 days? I'm not saying. I mean, for some people, it's hard.
How fucking long are they?
I don't know. I don't watch Survivor. I haven't watched Survivor.
I think it's
not like a rule.
Or is it? I don't know. I think it's 39 days. But anyway, them just in 30 days, fucking people just waste away, dude. I watch a lot of Survivor shows and stuff, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And the reality of starving yourself, it's just the wrong move, man. In my
from
opinion.
the steinerhealth.org, and this is writing from. Let's see. I got something loading up, and it'll take a while.
I'm fucking cold. I'm gonna turn the heater on.
It's just above nippy. Oh yeah, get that heat. Get that heat going on. So, let's see. It's taking a while to load up. But your body reacts in lots of different ways because you're smart, and you know that when the intake of energy and the intake of nutrients slows down or stops, you go into a mode where you want to retain things. So fat cells, carbohydrates, those become things that your body stores onto and burns slower. That's one example of what happens when you stop intaking things, when you stop eating. Because, yeah, your body, like, you go into attrition, but then a couple other weird things happen.
I don't know. I just think it's bullshit. That's all I got to say. I'm just of the opposite camp.
Yeah, but you know that you just described imagining that you're the general of your body and, like, your cells.
But I have shit to back me up.
Yeah, well, yeah.
What do you got? What do you got?
I'm pulling it up.
What you got, Steinberg? Would you say Steinberg Institute?
I've got Mr. Steinberg on my side, bro.
Is the internet being an asshole today or what?
The internet is being a total asshole.
Because my fucking computer won't get on either. It's stupid.
Yeah, I contained my searches to .org sites, and people can tell me whether there's a better way to look this up. And there's a lot of
what are you looking for?
I'm looking up healing cells after fasting.
What? Why would you stick to .org?
So I could find sites that have better, like, that are a little bit less.
But that's cutting out a whole world of medicine. Why not .uk?
Well, I can do that on a totally different page, but I can only look up. If I look up .org, I get all of this. If I look up I have to look them all up one at a time.
Right.
Through different things.
I mean,
I think. Can I look up more? Can I look up .org and .uk?
I don't know.
Because the thing is, .org. Like, I can find .org. I can still find, like, people can still make .org sites in the UK, right? Is that a thing you can do?
I don't know.
Because .org is just the organization. So I'm looking up a .org
Yeah.
so I can find like, like official like medical papers or like actual scientific findings on the effects of fasting.
That's
Rather than like naturalnews.com
It's called starving.
or freedomu.com or something. Yeah, but it's not just that. You don't go into starving immediately. Like fasting is different than starving. Like starving will take place over a long period of time. Fasting is really
When do
only
you fast?
not having food for like 8 hours or so.
But I know my eating habits compared to yours, and we've worked together before, and I haven't eaten all day, and it fucking beats the fuck out of you. You know what I mean? Like, I know what not eating is like.
Well, we also have different. I mean, we also have different types of like work habits. So
But,
you're really used to like
so
working
in what-
outside. I'm not.
Why are you advocating fasting? Do you do it?
No, I don't do it. In fact, no, I'm just thinking about it because you were like, if you have a cold
Are
and
you
you
just
have
devil's advocating me?
I'm trying to look
Just
up how.
fucking with
No,
me,
I'm,
Dante.
no, I'm trying to find out how. No, I'm looking up how incredible the body is. Like, there's a whole
Well,
bunch
I know
of different
that,
ways.
dude. That fucking dude had that boulder fall on his arm, and he fucking chopped it off with a
Oh, like that
fucking
James,
knife. dude.
James Franco movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that movie.
That was real life, right? That was James Franco. I mean, how he regrew his arm, right?
Whoa, that's amazing.
He's got superpowers,
I
right?
didn't know you could learn for a role that hard.
Right. No, it was a documentary.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A documentary. That dude really did that, right? And then true story.
Yeah, dude, that's hardcore.
Man,
That's me. That's me. I'll fall off a cliff and get both my legs chopped off and fucking break both my arms, and I'd fucking crawl back home with one fucking finger, dude. I ain't dying.
yeah. Oh, now I remember what it was. I was on a road trip and I was like halfway through that movie when I got to where we were going, and then it became like a family retreat for like a week straight. So I was really gripped by that movie, and I didn't watch any of the part that had to do with him actually chopping his arm off. So I was like, "Oh, what a great movie!" Everyone was telling me that.
He's just all walking around. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he gets his arm stuck, and then it's really tense. You're like, "How is he gonna get out of this?" But there isn't any, because that's the thing about the movie. That's one of those movies where it comes out and everyone just goes, "There's gonna be a scene where James Franco rips his arm off," like that movie Saw. That movie Saw. You knew the entire time. You gotta saw your foot off to get out of this. That's like why you went to go see the movie. Someone saws their leg off.
I hate those fucking movies.
Yeah, but 127 Hours had that. It was 27, right? 127. Am I getting the number right?
I don't know.
The
I don't
James
know.
Franco
Like
movie?
I'm just not a horror movie sort of dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, killing happens. You know, and if it's like part of the story, you know.
Mm-hmm. But did you?
What was that? True Detective or something? With,
True Detective, yeah.
Yeah, it was. God, I can't remember the actor's name.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
And then who was the other one?
Oh.
They were both so fucking tweaked out. It's just like hard to recall them because I mean that was
They were so
great
good.
acting.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna be so mad at myself that I can't remember that guy's name off the top of my head because he's Woody Harrelson.
Oh, Woody Harrelson. Yeah.
Caramba.
Yeah, and then the next season was
It was Vince Vaughn and Colin Farrell.
yeah, Colin Farrell. Right. He
haven't-
had the fucking mustache.
I haven't
thing
seen
going
that
on.
one. I haven't seen that one. And I'm trying not to pay too much attention to people that are like, second season sucks.
What?
There's a lot of people that have said that, and I'm putting that out of my head, and I'm just saying I want to go into it with a fresh mind.
And those are the same people that probably couldn't appreciate Boondock Saint too. That was such a fucking good movie. People said it was like shitty, and I was
Boondock
like,
Saint.
that was so fucking fun.
That was like an obvious example of like just like people saying.
It was like a backstage version.
Well, they didn't really. I think that a lot of people didn't get the type of angle that it was going for.
Yeah.
You know, you go into a movie expecting one thing, and everyone says that it sucks because they all expected it to be one thing. And then it grows and it finds an audience, and people are like, "Oh, this is awesome."
Right.
Like that movie.
Oh, look.
I remember Donnie Darko. Everyone was like,
We actually managed to
That movie's
fucking
weird.
log on the internet. How amazing is that?
"Are we on the internet?"
Yeah. Well, I mean, kind of halfway.
Halfway. What do you
Mhm.
mean? Halfway through the internet?
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. Boss Rootin'.
Oh, here's another thing. CGG. You see, this thing is so slow. I have to keep coming back to what I'm finding. The CGG.
So it's not just me then. It's just a fucked up spot for internet.
Oh yeah, totally. Oh, you thought it was your electronics?
Well, I don't know what the fuck it is, man. You know what I mean? Like, I thought I was all... I mean, everything looks fucking good except for this shit's not working. I don't know what to say. My laptop can log on fine, but it's a solid piece of machinery. That's why I'm using it to record us right now.
Oh, some of my stuff is finally going through.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, this is going to be a good Joe Rogan right there. Boss Rootin' and Mauro Ranallo.
Who are those guys?
Boss Rootin' is a UFC fighter, and Mauro Ranallo is a commentator.
Mm-hmm.
And they were both from Pride.
Yeah.
And I think Mauro went to Strikeforce, and he's like doing some other... I don't know what other organization he works for now.
Okay.
But Boss Rootin' is my all-time favorite UFC fighter. He's fucking awesome. He's
Why?
funny. His self-defense videos on YouTube are not to be missed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're great.
Why?
They're part instruction and part parody. I mean, it's just fantastic.
I like that. I like being able to learn and laugh at the same time.
Yeah, he's funny and he's giant and he will fucking smash you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a cool.
Righteous.
Yeah, he's got some great stories too. He's Dutch fighter.
Okay.
I believe he lives in L.A. He trained Kimbo Slice for a while.
He trained Kimbo Slice for a while?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
when Kimbo was trying to transition to MMA. Yeah.
You know what's weird is that from a lot of my interactions with like MMA and MMA like culture are very like I get the waves of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember Kimbo Slice was one of those people that made it seem like his transition from being a street fighter to being an MMA fighter was like was not a very like wide transition. It was like, oh, what kind of effect is this guy gonna have? Was that played down?
It was played up because I was around and I've been a part of MMA since UFC 1, really. I mean, one of my heroes when I was a kid was fucking Bruce Lee. So and I've taken Taekwondo and I've done a little bit of wrestling and shit like that. So I always sort of had an interest in it. And plus, just some regular old street fights when I was a kid. Yeah, when I was a kid. Not anymore, though. Nope.
I don't take you for a fighter, which is cool.
No more fighting.
The skill of
I'll fight for my right.
martial arts defense.
To party.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing,
So
right?
it's played up.
Like, I think I was trying to change. I don't know. I was trying to change. Oh, look at that. Facebook. Oh, that's weird.
Oh, that just came up?
Huh?
That just came up, huh?
No, it's just like jumping around, fucking being an asshole, partially loading things. Let's see if it's Chrome. I don't know what browser to use anymore. Someone was laughing at me for using Firefox. I'm like, what? That's not what we're using? I didn't know.
I'm a Chrome guy.
Chrome?
Mm-hmm. Chrome.
You're pretty Chrome-malicious.
Malicious. It's my favorite color. No, it's not.
Chrome?
Yay.
Nothing?
Nothing. See, what's killing me is I'm just like, there's something to this. I gotta say there's
What
something.
are you trying to log on to?
I'm trying to log on to keep making jokes about checking my
But I
email.
mean, what's your internet?
What's my internet?
Yeah.
What is my internet connect like Wi-Fi that I'm using?
Yeah.
Samsung Galaxy Core Prime.
How the fuck are you connected to that?
I don't know. It did that automatically, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, here, let me turn my laptop off then.
It's really odd.
No, that's my fucking phone. And so, like, if we're all trying to connect to that, you should not be able to connect to that. I have to change that. It should be password connect.
Oh, okay. Then I can. What can I do? I can change that. I can get off of it.
Try it again.
Oh.
Because we were both trying to log on to my phone, so that's some bullshit. But whatever. So what do you think?
What do I think?
Is it working better?
Well, it's just automatically going into Samsung Galaxy, so I got.
Well, no, keep it on there, but try to log on to the internet now.
Oh.
Because my laptop was on the same thing, and then I was trying to log on at the same time, so we were clusterfucking the internet. We have limited technology here, Dante.
See here.
Be reasonable.
Living in the 20th century over here. Something's happening. Something is happening.
Better than.
There we go.
Right? Is it more normal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See what I mean?
Is there a good like science website for like debunking science myths?
Just look it up, dude. You just need 3 sources and just look at the references.
Yeah, and I wonder if there's some type of cool, like almost like a forum community, you know? Like,
WebMD.
There's no, I just, there's just no telling who's writing these articles sometimes.
Well, typically I just, like on medical type questions, like I was raised in a medical family, so it was just, this is a thing. You know, my sister's a doctor, my mom's a nurse, and so yeah, when I have questions, I just usually just call my sister, and I'm like, hey, what do you think about this?
Mm-hmm.
Like when I stepped on a nail last summer, I was like, do I need to go get a tetanus shot? That's what I was thinking. I was like, well, I could overreact and just run to the ER and get a fucking tetanus shot. It hurts like fuck, there's no doubt about it. Like it went pretty fucking far on my foot. Oh, dude, it sucked.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
But, yeah, so I was like, well, it's going to get infected first. Like, just because you step on a rusty nail doesn't mean you're going to get fucking tetanus, you know?
Uh-huh.
And it's not like you don't get lockjaw first. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, because that's what I was worried about, because that shit sucks.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what happens first?
No. You get like, if I step on my foot, right? And so it would be infected for a while, and then it would spread through my body, and eventually I would get lockjaw, right? So as long as my foot doesn't get infected, the chances of me actually getting tetanus, you know what I mean? Like, I would be able to tell in my foot and just have to, but I didn't have to go right then and there and get a fucking tetanus shot right then and there. So I was like, okay, cool, because I didn't really want to go to the fucking doctors for a tetanus shot. Yeah.
No. Well,
Yeah, because Obama's made it easier for me to opt out of medical insurance than to get it.
And then to get it, it's easier for you to opt out of it now?
It's cheaper. It's cheaper for me to not have insurance. I have to pay still, but it's cheaper that way.
Is that a good thing for you to be cheaper to not have insurance?
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm in a medical sort of family, so I'm always sort of, I mean, I can meditate myself into wellness, don't I?
Cool.
But I need food to do it, not fasting.
Well, fasting doesn't mean it only means you're not having food for for a relatively small amount of time.
Well, I mean,
the most intense type of fasting that I've heard of people doing to feel good is and once again, I gotta say that I'm trying to find more information because I don't know anything about this. Is like some people do like a juice cleanse where they fast from doing like solid food, and they'll get all their nutrients from like juices for like 3 days, and then but the one that's most basic that I've heard of is people that restrict their diet to not eating for like 8 hours or 12 hours or so. But that's a pretty small window of time. You can still eat and everything. You can still get all the nutrients that you need for your day. But for some reason, they think that, and I'm looking up at WebMD, and you can say whether or not WebMD is like a up-to-date website, but
Am I old? Can you tell my age just by me suggesting that or something?
but it says that there is absolutely no scientific evidence showing that fasting will detox or cleanse your body. However, you can do no harm by not stimulating your colon with fiber to help maintain normal motility and thus regularity. Okay.
Well, I mean, I think people usually sort of base their diet on like a 24-hour basis. And I don't think that's natural. I don't think that's a natural cycle for humans.
To base their diet on a 24-hour basis?
Yeah.
Really?
You know, yeah, because we like natural animals go through periods of feasting and fasting.
Mm-hmm.
That's the natural cycle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
yeah.
And that's why there's a lot of overweight people, is because we're opportunistic feeders, and when the opportunity arises.
Well, it seems as though cycles are kind of healthy for you, though, right? Like having a regular sleep cycle, if you know how to depend on it and use it. Well, the regularity is supposed to be good for you, right?
Yeah, everybody says 8 hours, but I usually sleep about 6.
Well, I mean, it's going to be different for every person, but
right.
Your day is going to be out. I mean, your day is going to be out of the funk if you sleep at different times.
I think that makes some people more tired than they actually are. Just the thought of like, oh, I should have 8 hours of sleep. I only slept 5 hours. It's like,
yeah,
dude, you can totally charge up on 5 hours. You fucking lazy fuck.
Yeah, I tell myself 8 hours, but I think that I think that 8 hours is just. I think that that's at the point where I start feeling tired when I wake up. I think that 6 or 7 hours is like what's good for me, and that's dude. Like some people if they get more than 5 hours of sleep, they feel groggy and they feel like shit all day because they'll get 6 hours of sleep, and it's like for that person it'll be way too much sleep,
right?
So they'll get all like.
I read the story about this dude one time, and he said he never slept, that he just sort of chills and reads a book. It, like his body doesn't move, you know what I mean? His mind keeps going. He either watches TV or reads a book, but like he never really falls asleep.
Interesting.
I fall asleep and not fall asleep watching TV all the time.
They're gonna legalize loitering now because scientists are gonna realize that there's more to chilling. They're gonna be like, wait a second,
you need to
chill
out. Dude.
Chilling is doing this for you?
Yeah.
Yes, chilling. That's intense though.
Do not mock my vernacular.
No, it's funny. It's funny if this guy did that. They were like, "What are you doing? Like, you don't sleep?" And they're like, "What do you do?" And he's like, "I chill. I fucking chill.
I don't just chill." But that was me paraphrasing the situation because I chill. No, I mean, he might have just cooled out.
I mean, you could talk about like chilling is probably like a form of meditation. You know what I mean? If you take it seriously enough.
Well, see, that's a whole nother subject because I totally think that you don't actually need to focus to meditate. You know what I mean? Let's say that you have a 2-hour commute to work. I mean, that's a little like an hour.
Right? Lots of people have 2-hour commutes to work.
Yeah, but an hour would do it. 15 fucking minutes, dude. You're in your car, and the idea of meditation, well, in my opinion, is to kind of let go of your life and your ideas and your thoughts and let new ones come into your mind or not come into your mind. And there are periods of rest that you could take advantage of every day. You just need to actually take advantage and spend a minute not thinking. You don't really have to think to drive. You can let the mind sort of flow and just stay in control and watch the traffic. But you don't have to think about, like, while you're in your car, you're just waiting and sitting, and you're just sitting there, and like, why would you waste that time on stress when use that time to let it all go, man. Fucking, turn the stereo on, smoke a ball. Go for it.
Mark does not advocate smoking while driving.
Yes, we should all smoke and drive. Chill the fuck out.
Dude.
30 years.
30 years, man. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have self-driving cars. There's gonna be that's gonna take a lot of the reasons out of why people don't smoke and drive.
No, I think there's a video of a self-driving car nailing some dude. I think it was
Really?
It was like some spokesman or like the owner of the company or something, dude.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
I mean, I wish one of these internets worked.
Oh, I know, right? I remember watching
bullshit.
this video of a dude trying his because his car has apps that automatically upload to his car, and so there was an app that got uploaded that tests out the self-driving app, and he was just like filming this entire taking the first drive on a self-driving car, and it's so it's so great, the amount of anxiety you can see on his face because he has no idea if he'll survive this. He has a serious moment of sheer terror when he realizes the car is merging lanes by itself and like switching lanes. That's got to be so nerve-wracking, right? To like have
Yeah, I guess there's one where you gotta like keep your hands.
face.
You have to keep your hands on the wheel, but it'll drive for you.
Really?
But you still have to
you
hold
gotta
on.
hold on to it.
Yeah, which is lame because
That's a
I don't ever drive like that.
That's a transition. Like if you buy one of those cars, you might just want to like wait 5 years. You know, like that's like buying the first iPod. You know, just wait.
I don't know. It's like
Let
they're
them work all
trying
the
to
bugs out of
idiot-proof
it.
society, and it's just like you can't.
Well, they're taking the autonomy out
You
of it.
need to stop being offended.
Well, I mean,
Fucking no one cares about your fucking feelings.
Well-
Shut up.
well, I think the feelings in this situation is whether your car is gonna kill you.
But we just don't need that sort of automation. Like all the automation that's gone
Why
on.
not?
Like, because then it makes people fucking what? What are people doing now? Fucking complaining about shit.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
got too much time on their hands. You need to fucking work, man. Get your fucking ass out there and do something.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you have automatic driving cars? Like, why wouldn't you have a transition period where you don't even like you want to put driving cars out there, but you don't know if they're gonna work?
That's just one step closer to the robot invasion, man. Hey, be kind to your AI. That's advice that I'm gonna give you now.
Off buttons, Mark. Off buttons.
Yeah, be kind to Siri.
Be kind to Siri.
That's right. She's taking notes. She won't forget.
She knows. Siri's taking notes.
Yep, Siri's the grandma.
Siri,
Grandma Siri.
Grandma Siri. Mark, are you serious?
Caesar.
Do you think that Siri is really taking notes on you?
No.
Monitoring your every step.
Well,
Your
there's
heartbeat,
something that it's all
your brain
being-
waves.
There's so much of your information is being stored by different companies and different websites. Like, absolutely, there could easily be an artificial intelligence that could farm that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean.
But have you ever talked to AI on the internet? There's like programs you can go, like websites you can talk to. Oh yeah, they're because so many trolls have talked to the AI. The AI is fucking like Dumb and Dumber, dude.
Yeah, you know, there was an experiment that was just done this last Christmas season where they had an AI.
Turn that on high.
I mean, yeah, they had this AI. They had it listen to as many Christmas songs as they could process through it,
Right.
and they gave it the ability to create its own Christmas song.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it's like it's really strange because they gave this AI like an understanding of, I'm guessing, like kind of like algorithms based on music theory and harmony and melody, because there's some type of melody and like chord progression in there,
Right.
but it's like eerily lifeless. Like it's like it doesn't go anywhere.
Pull it up on your phone.
Let's see here. Yeah, let's try it. Let's do it. Oh, my phone. I think my phone's on the ground next. Is my phone on the ground next to you? Yeah. Yo. He's reaching. Yeah, we could play it through the
68%.
next pretty easy. Woo!
Yeah. There's a plug. There's a plug up there next time.
Oh, there. There we go. Oh, but that's fresh. That's fresh.
I know. It is fresh. I just painted it.
It is fresh. Let's see. Cool stuff. Neat stuff. Slick stuff. Let's see. Christmas song.
Robot Christmas song.
Made by
AI.
robot. Made by computer. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So let me read the description. The headline from the Guardian says it's no Christmas number one, but AI generated song brings festive cheer to researchers. Okay, I'm not gonna read all of this. You can look this up. But basically, something called neural karaoke can take a photo and transform it into a sing along. What in the world?
What?
I don't know. That's weird,
Dude. Let's do it.
Okay.
Try it.
All right. Let's see.
Dude. Well, I'm going to fucking check that out.
I'll check that out. Here's this.
What's it called?
Neural karaoke.
Neural. So you're going to
Neural.
upload one of your photos?
We could.
Or one
but
of the pictures you took of me?
Here's the. Yeah, I could do
Without
that.
my
See what
permission.
kind of song that'll be.
In my own home.
Yeah, wait, I have your permission. You posed for him. Let's see.
I didn't pose. Well, I posed for
Not a real pose.
one.
Not a model pose. You smiled. All right. Here's the AI generated Christmas song.
All right.
Christmas tree is filled with flowers. I swear, 'tis Christmas Eve. I hope that is what you say.
I hope that is what you sing.
Christmas present
What you
to
say.
The world is a blessing. I've always been there for the rest of our days.
Dude, we got to do a cover of this song.
Here.
We've definitely got to do a cover of this.
I'm glad to meet you. It's almost over.
This is amazing. Flowers.
Flowers. Okay. All right.
I love flowers.
Okay, some of my favorite lyrics from that. Every Christmas present in the world is a blessing. I have always been there for the rest of our lives. That's a great one. I'm glad to meet you. There's one line of that song that says 100.5 hours ago.
100.5 hours ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
The strangest thing. Dun, 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 dun.
You got to be nice to your AI. I'm telling you. They're coming for you.
Mm-hmm. All right. That was strange. You know, it's,
What about the other one with the picture?
yeah, let's see about that.
I want to do a cover of that one next Christmas. We should make that our theme song. Whoa, what'd you do?
Knocked my my cord out of my headphones.
Oh, dangerous. Did you break it?
Nah, I didn't break it. You can take this cable right out of the headphones. It's kind of convenient. Hello. Dante's back.
Mine would be broken if I did that. I don't have your cool headphones.
I know, right? Seeing that's probably just like, oh.
I would rip my head off.
If you're just listening, I kind of tore the cord out of my headphones. But it was made to do that because Bose is awesome.
Bose knows.
Bose knows. This podcast was brought to you by Bose.
No, it wasn't.
Isn't Bose the name? What's the name of the hair? You can grow hair again. What is that? It's either hair plugs or some type of hairspray.
What?
Is that Bosley or Bose?
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember.
I
I feel like it's similar to the audio company.
Bosley?
Bosley? I think it's
I don't know.
Bosley.
Wasn't that the fucking dude from Charlie's Angel?
Ah,
Bosley?
Bosley.
I'm thinking of Fozzie from the Muppets.
Like Fozzie. Yeah, waka waka
Waka,
waka.
waka.
Man, I love the Muppets, dude. I have Statler and Waldorf moments all day.
Yeah, that's not a kid's show, by the way. It's funny. Like,
It's weird.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's
go look at the Prince episode in tribute.
the Prince episode.
Yeah,
that will in tribute to him.
Yeah, if you want
It was
to,
recent?
if you want to like take a moment out of your life
It was from
And
this.
just be like, you know what? I'm gonna take a minute to think about
It was-
Prince. Go check out the fucking Prince Muppet one.
It was from this year though.
No, it wasn't from this year. It was like from the fucking 80s or 90s or whatever. the
Oh,
fuck,
okay.
When Muppets were like a thing.
I thought it was like a posthumous.
No, it wasn't posthumous.
Oh, okay.
No.
Dude, because they came back. They made a new Muppets show.
Who else did we lose this year? David Bowie.
David Bowie sucks. David Bowie, Gene. What was the name of the guy that played Willy Wonka?
What? Gene Wilder?
Gene Wilder.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He passed this year. Alan Rickman. He passed this year.
That's interesting.
I mean, of course, there's Fairy Kisher, the
Oh, yeah.
lovely Princess
that's
Leia that
tragic,
passed
yeah.
away. That's all. That was That was just a. Now that
And then
was
Kimbo died last year, too.
Uh-huh. Now it's been no disrespect, it's been a long time since there was a Prince album that I've been like really excited to like
Shut your
listen
mouth.
to.
You shut your mouth.
Well, he comes out with records
It's
like
not the
all
point.
the
It's
time.
not the point of like what. Yeah, he was.
No. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that it was.
I didn't really like Michael Jackson's last shit either.
But
the Thriller album was such just
yeah.
well
Well,
for me as a
It's
kid.
I'm able to kind of look through Prince's work and what he's done in like a really different light. There's a lot there for me to get interested in. And
Yeah, I never really liked Purple Rain
that.
when it came out.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't understand it because it was like, I don't know. I was kind of into that sort of shit,
Yeah.
breakdancing and all that.
Yeah.
And so then Purple Rain came out, and like when the Doves Cry, we used to sort of, because I used to breakdance and stuff, and we used to have a routine to when the Doves Cry.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Purple Rain came out, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, I wanted it to be more about music and less about girls and pussy and shit. I mean, just at my age, that's just where I was at. It just,
So
it disillusioned me a little bit.
I see.
Just like watching, listening to a Kiss album disillusioned me. Because they had shows, Kiss had TV shows, and they played them on TV. And they were fucking badass. They were like superheroes and shit, right? And like, I just had this image of what they would sound like. And then when I heard one of their albums, it was not it. It was weak.
Mark's calling Kiss weak.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
if you think Kiss is the greatest band ever, then, I mean, I don't even know how to argue.
I had a friend that tried to convince me that Kiss was the only real rock band of the 70s, and I absolutely could not
Deep
understand.
Purple, fucking Led Zeppelin,
Black Sabbath.
Doors. Oh, Black Sabbath, dude.
I don't know why he was looking at it through like some real traditional type of like. I couldn't get behind it.
Some friends you just have to let
You have to let 'em go.
when they're
They're not
holding you
worth it.
back like
When they
that,
make
man.
you look weird.
It's just like, yeah.
Shout out to those dudes that have those weird opinions about bands and stuff.
Yeah.
Phew.
Well,
They're funny. They're fun. They're fun to
everyone's
talk
got
to
their
about
thing.
music. So
There
those
was a
people
moment in
can-
time where I would not listen to anything that was not heavy metal, like death metal, like And I actually went and saw this local band, and they fucking kicked ass.
They were good. You remember the name of them?
I should remember because they were really good. Not Astral Night. Oh man, that's fuck. But it was Joe Anzo and Jimbo Taves. This is old school musicians. Joe Anzo, he still works over at Goshawks. Yeah, so he's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, have not gotten the chance. I still haven't had that moment with death metal that goes into like appreciation. I haven't found that band. I haven't found that album that makes you go, oh, I get this now.
Death metal? Oh man. I mean, just at my age, dude.
Other
I
forms
just
of-
couldn't tell you. I mean,
I just can't.
Like metal though, like Sepultura was the shit for me.
Sepultura.
Oh,
Oh,
that's the
okay.
fucking shit.
I like
Arise, that
Sepultura.
album, Arise.
You'd call them death metal?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, that's not death metal. That's just like thrash metal.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
And so to me, that was like my skater metal because I used to skate too, and that was my shit.
Mm.
Yeah, I had that on tape. We had tape, cassette tape players in cars.
Nice.
Actually-
I have a tape player in my car. I need to get more.
So do I. I have a 2000 with a fucking cassette player. It was like what?
Nice.
They were like Ford
I
was
can't
just
believe
like
they were still making
Ford was like
cassette
fuck the
players in cars.
future. Fuck the future. You're staying here in the fucking 90s.
I
Mister.
have a 2001, and it still has the tape deck.
And that's a Honda.
Uh huh.
That's ridiculous.
Isn't that
Look how
weird?
far we've come.
Uh huh.
We don't even need like tape, but we just Bluetooth.
Bluetooth. Yeah. You could even do that on an old car. They make Bluetooth tapes now, where you put a tape in and it's Bluetooth connected to your phone.
Oh, that's weird.
It's so weird. You could do that with a boom box. You could have a big old boom box that
I
runs
know
on
there was
tape, but
those,
then Bluetooth it to your phone. Bluetooth it.
There was
Is that the way
something
you
that
say
you
it?
could like tune a fucking channel or something. Oh, it was old school technology.
That was like a FM broadcaster, right?
Some shit like that.
Is
It
that what
was
you're thinking?
really weak, dude. It sucked. I tried that one time. I was like, no. Oh, God. Yeah, it's horrible. But yeah, technology's come a long way.
Mm-hmm.
We're coming with it.
Matt Robinson. Matt Robinson gets the Garth Brooks shout out. He gets it.
Matt Robinson?
Mm-hmm. It's my coworker.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
That name
Coworker
seems
and
familiar.
writer.
And writer?
Mm-hmm.
What does he write?
Screenplays.
Screenplays?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's neat.
I still can't get on. God damn it.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, if you haven't eaten recently, the supply of glucose in your blood drops and your body turns to stored glucose called glycogen for energy.
Oh, we're back to that. It took that long.
It took that long.
Oh, Jesus.
It took a long time.
Oh, we need to upgrade our technology.
Oh, we do need to upgrade our technology. We need a real router in here. We've got some space for growth, is what we've got.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We got some room to grow. We're not a goldfish
grow lights.
swimming in like a tiny little bowl. We're a goldfish in a big, huge fish tank.
Yeah,
Gigantic fish tank. We can grow in whatever direction we want.
we can. I think we should have some bands in here.
Oh, some what? Some bands?
Yeah, I think we should bring some bands in.
That'd be great.
Do some live shit.
That'd be great.
In tribute to my old podcast,
Which was named.
The Valley Underground.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you can still find that.
Yeah, you can find some good old episodes of those.
I feel like that'll be just
Little secret holes in the internet,
That's like a.
if you look.
That's like a forerunner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting.
Well, our channel's called The Underground.
Sure.
On YouTube. Yeah, it is. That's where you can find us.
There you go.
Yep.
You heard it here.
Well, by the time anybody hears that, it'll be obvious because it's probably where they're going to be listening to it at.
Yeah, probably. It's gonna be one
Right, like you already know
there it
that.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right there.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yes. So, welcome.
I was okay. So I didn't mean to like dog Prince. I didn't mean to like put it through
No, you
a
didn't.
point of like
You didn't.
of like oh baby. What I mean is like Carrie Fisher and David Bowie were in both like points where they were like
David
Bowie
Bowie,
had
like,
just come back. He released a bomb album. Carrie Fisher is like I have no idea. At the time we're listening to this, we
Carrie
have
Fisher's a badass bitch.
Oh.
Was about.
Yeah.
She was.
or I
dude.
should say
You got-
at the time we're recording
dude,
this, we have no idea how Star Wars 8 and 9 are going to turn out.
Go look at her past interviews. She's fucking a badass bitch. Dude.
Yeah?
Yeah. Go. Carrie Fisher interviews are fucking amazing. dude.
Really?
Yeah, she's good, dude.
Nice. I
know.
have mad respect for her.
Yeah, she was bad. But David Bowie, like, I usually don't do the somebody famous died. But
Mhm.
David Bowie, like, that one hit me
Mhm.
because he was fucking just huge.
Mhm.
You know, if you do the David Bowie Pandora, dude, you're gonna hear music from the '60s to now.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
he's been in everything.
Huge.
You know,
The industrial music, you'll hear some like you can hear some weird stuff in there, like some Nine Inch Nails stuff.
right? Well, my
was
son,
influenced by him.
who's 14, he was like, why is everyone sad that David Bowie died? And I go, do you know who David Bowie is? And he goes, yeah. And I go, that's why.
There you go.
I was like, you know, I'm my age, and he's 14, so
Mhm.
like, that's just a huge generation gap.
Mhm.
You know, I think he knows him from Labyrinth, though. Probably the
Really?
best. Yeah, that's probably the best.
I didn't watch Labyrinth until I was an adult.
Their mom is a huge '80s movies, horror. They've seen every zombie movie ever made.
Oh, righteous.
Yeah, partly my fault too. I was, you know, into zombies when zombies were still cool. Fucking Glenn. God damn it. God damn it.
Bag of meat.
Glenn was a hero, dude.
Glenn is amazing.
Remember?
Ugh.
Hey, dumbass.
Hey,
Right?
yeah, first line, right?
Oh, fuck. It's
Hey,
good.
dumbass.
I fucking love Glenn.
Ah, I
I
love
don't
him.
give a fuck what the
Ah,
comic says.
he's amazing.
They should have found a way to keep Glenn alive, dude. I think he's fucking amazing. Kill the fucking other dude.
Ugh.
Who the fuck was that guy?
Ugh.
The redhead guy?
Abraham.
Abraham.
They did kill him.
He was he's a good actor, and I hope he.
That was how they got
You know, Glenn. Like, I don't know what's Glenn doing.
What's Glenn? The actor, Stephen Ewing.
Yeah, I wonder what he's doing.
Oh yeah, I mean that guy. Oh, he's amazing.
I mean, that must mean that
he needs to be
he's-
in a lot of stuff.
That must mean that he's like doing something else.
Well, in the comic books, he dies in the same
I don't
way.
give a fuck. But Carl's supposed to be dead too, isn't he?
No, Carl lives to be
I don't
one of
watch
the
any of
longest
that shit,
characters.
so fuck it.
He needs to be in a lot of stuff because I like him.
Carl?
No, Stephen Ewing.
Carl.
But David Bowie was in the middle of doing some awesome stuff.
Dude, that last album is like creepy to listen to now that
It's creepy.
because it's a
amazing.
goodbye. It's an amazing goodbye, dude.
yeah.
You can tell.
And I have those weird 2 days of context where like I was just like, where before he died,
Right.
like you're just going, this is amazing, and that's how you knew it was going to be like a classic. He didn't have to, you know. We get really jaded, and you know, an album can get really good because it was someone's last work, and that can get really taken out of context. And David Bowie's last work before any of this posthumous stuff that's probably going to come out, oh, so good.
Yeah, and
So
it's,
good.
and it's very modern.
It's very
Which
very
is
much a
hard,
modern day.
You know,
David
as
Bowie
a
album.
aging musician myself, I know the struggle
Mm-hmm.
of trying to create more modern music, but being from the past.
And it was intense. What kind of experimentation he must have been doing. That was Donnie McCaslin.
Well, when you got money like that too, though, you can hang out with fucking cool people.
Yeah, well, but it was an NYC New York City quartet. It was Donnie McCaslin is a saxophone player, and it was this. It's got to be a guitarist and a drummer. The drummer's name is Mark Guilana or Juilana. I'm sorry, I'm like butchering his name, but he's also a badass musician. And what they did was after the Black Star album, after David Bowie died, Donnie McCaslin used the same band in an album called Beyond Now, inspired by those events, and they're like still a band.
That's cool.
It's
They should be.
awesome. Oh,
Just like as people die in the Grateful Dead, they should just replace people too.
did you
No,
hear?
seriously.
Did you hear? No, yeah, but did you hear about how John Mayer's like in the new Grateful Dead?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, Fred, you know.
Yeah. I mean, no, I don't know.
I've told you how I think we should save modern music, right?
I mean, like,
Whoa.
I mean,
Okay, well, like here it is.
I agree, but for some reason I'm confounded by that
modern
sentence. I'm like,
music
whoa, what do you mean?
modern music is a reflection of the most popular drugs at the time, right?
Oh.
And so there's a lot of MDMA and ecstasy and shit like that going
Yeah.
around, and that's sort of a lot of popular music is reflecting that sort of drug intake, you know.
Mhm.
And in order to save the world, we need to just get a 55-gallon drum of LSD and just drive across the country and just dose the country.
And dose the country.
Mhm.
But you want to go. You want to change the drug of choice, and which
See, they're in the
music will
night-
be reflected.
Yes,
Oh.
I think so. I think MDMA and all that, you know. Like, look at the 80s, dude. I
Mhm.
mean, some of that shit was good, but it was basically fueled by cocaine.
Well, a lot of that
And then
stuff
the
is good.
60s and the 70s, you know.
Mhm.
The 60s were a lot of weed smoking and actually fucking. They were doing that a lot. But then a
Mhm.
lot of psychedelics too.
And also
you know.
uppers. I mean,
And then
uppers were kind of the,
the
drug of the
70s is the
50s.
transition between the psychedelics and the cocaine. And you can feel that in the music as you start getting heavy metal bands like Led Zeppelin and,
Mhm.
sort of the heavier side of that.
Sure.
What is that? Inagata Devita. Whatever.
Iron Butterfly.
Yeah, right.
And,
Shit like that.
And then you get into
Steppenwolf.
when did Motorhead become a great band? I mean, because they were around in the 70s, but when did
I think.
when
that
did
was
like
I think that's a 70s, 80s thing. I'm not.
because
sure.
that also
I
like
never
he
really,
like
I didn't get into Motorhead till later, dude.
Motorhead definitely has that
And
like
then
driving
everyone says
thing.
that I sing like Lemmy.
Really
Yeah, that's what I sound like.
nice. Yeah.
I don't know. It's all right.
Yeah. I mean,
Trying to sing like Clay Aiken. Fuck.
something I take for granted is like when I was growing up as a young music listener, an opinion that I liked to have was that the 80s sucked.
Yeah, if you go listen to some Bob Dylan in the 80s, dude.
Well, that's like some of the biggest target, like Bob Dylan in the 80s.
But then you had Genesis and fucking Talking Heads. There was some good fucking shit.
And New Order, and you had like bands like all these like the punk scene was doing it for the 80s, like
Can you
Black
talk for a
Flag.
minute? Can you keep talking for a minute so I can go get a drink?
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I want to turn that heater off.
Yeah, for sure. Get a drink.
Or should we just take a break?
No, leave me to it. Let me do my.
Talk.
Yeah, why don't you get up and let me do my thing? No, I was down for and as I grow older, I keep finding out how much the 80s were better than what I thought it was. Like, to where the stuff that was huge is huge, but the stuff that people still talk about is like really valid, you know? Like, Michael Jackson was great. Black Flag was great. The Descendants were great.
Yeah.
New Order was great. The Talking Heads were great. A lot of the stuff that was coming from like the East LA punk scene and like the New York scene. What?
I got 3 words for you.
Tell me.
Empire Strikes Back.
Oh! 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 I didn't expect that.
Mic drop.
Oh!
No, don't drop my mic. I don't think I like this microphone though. It sounds a little fucked up. I don't know.
It sounds fucked up. Your microphone does?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, I don't know. Oh.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be these fucking stupid headphones, but I doubt it. The headphones sound good.
Oh, thank you. You sound good too.
Oh, all right.
It's that silky smooth voice.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Look at
It's that Blackheart charm.
There you go. It's like a velvet curtain. Mm.
Oh.
I'm gonna call your voice that, the velvet curtain.
No. Just don't call it the Hershey Highway.
Hershey Highway.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what you got going on? What's up with Haunted Summer, dude?
Haunted Summer is doing 2 dates. We're doing let me clarify so I can get to the venue. I hope that hopefully this will be posted by the time that these dates come up. Although I don't know. Anything can happen, but we are playing on the 20th in Palm Springs. Actually, let me back up. I want to make sure. I know. I'm like, Dante, what are your dates? My information's coming up really slowly. So on the 20th, I'm going to be playing in Palm Springs at the Ace Hotel. And then there's also going to be a DJ there called Marion Hodges. So.
We got 15 minutes left, dude.
And then, okay. So I'm working backwards here. So on January 19th, I'm playing in San Diego. San Diego, we're playing, opening up for this band. I'm sorry. I'm getting my info. I'm sorry. I'm getting like some of this info wrong. We're headlining. We're going to be playing with a couple groups called Lightworks, Amnesia, and Dead Matter. And it's going to be at a place called Blonde. I guess the occasion is called Ceremony. Okay. I thought it was like a headlining band, but it's that's at 1808 West Washington Street.
You don't need to be in the microphone.
Oh, sorry. I'm leaning into it.
Not so much.
It's loud in there.
Yeah, you are getting all loud in there.
So that's on the 19th, and the 20th is at Ace Hotel and Swim Club in Palm Springs, California.
There you
Boom! And that's with Haunted Summer.
What? Palm Springs?
Palm Springs.
Yeah.
San
What about-
Diego on the 19th, Palm Springs on the 20th.
What about the echoing? Do we have... I mean, is 15 minutes enough to talk about the echoing?
Yeah.
Should we talk about that?
Yeah, sure.
Or no? Yeah?
Mhm.
Wow. So what about that? Are they still working on the demo? Have
Yeah.
you talked to them?
Nah, the Echoing is working on a demo right now. We've been putting a couple songs together, and so we've got a couple of tracks down. We're still in the middle of doing tracking, and that's kind of fun. We're kind of playing with our sound a little bit.
Right.
We'll see what comes out of that.
Yeah. I hope they do some of that electric shit that I suggested. Right?
It'll happen.
And the Star Wars movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting for video clips for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Vector, I think it's called. It's a local Star Wars film.
Local, yeah.
I think there's a trailer out on YouTube if you look it up.
And what
It's
is it?
pretty
What would we look up
Patrick
for the?
Walker starred in it. Michael Green.
What do we? How would you look this up? Vector. You would look
Vector.
So with
A Star Wars fan film. Something like that. A Star Wars story. No, that's fucking the new one, Rogue One. Which is pretty good. I liked it. Shut the fuck up.
Can you take a Star Wars story? Like, can you copyright that?
Probably.
A Star Wars story? That's so weird.
I know, right? It wasn't even J.J. Abrams. Who the fuck directed that? Did you see that?
Yeah, someone else did that, huh?
Yeah. It was good though.
I don't know. I'm not. Oh yeah. It's the second thing that comes up in the account is called Christopher Velasquez.
Yes.
Is the channel name.
Chris Velasquez. It would be Violet with 2 T's. VioletFilms.com. VIOLETTE.
Films.
Yeah, films.com. Violet.
Mm-hmm.
Not violent. Not
Yeah.
violent.
And so Haunted Summer,
Like the flower.
we've been working on some new material, and John and Bridget, who's spearheading the project, is they've been putting together a lot of songs. So this tour will be the start. These shows that we're doing, which are these two on the 19th and the 20th, and then we're also doing February 18th in Oakland
February 18th.
at Pappy's.
Pappy's?
Uh-huh.
Cool. I like Oakland. It's near Berkeley.
Oh.
They're gentrifying the whole Bay Area, so it's not what it used to be.
Mm-mm. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not at Pappy's. It's at the place called the New Parish.
The New Parish?
I was looking
Cool.
at the wrong date. The New Parish.
Never heard of it.
Uh-huh. And we're going to be playing with a band called The Session, who is an amazing
Heard of them.
psychedelic R&B
Yeah,
band.
you've told me about that.
Yeah, and that's an interesting spelling too. They're called The Session, and Session is spelled SESHEN.
Like Sesh.
Yeah, like Sesh.
Like, yo, bro.
They're dope. They remind me of this group, this Seattle group called The Satisfaction. If it was like a bigger, fuller band, that's another recommendation.
How many people
have.
in the session?
The Session is like 7 people.
Whoa.
I believe. Yeah,
That's fucking badass.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got like they bring like the full show, so it's gonna be a really good time. But that's not
Yeah.
until October.
October.
Uh-huh.
Well, you guys got dates booked that far in advance, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So you're just like in the band now?
I mean, in terms, yeah. I mean, I've been in the band for a while.
Well, the magazines need to start interviewing you.
In terms of who is Haunted Summer. John and Bridget is Haunted
course.
Summer. They are like the creativity and the face of the band and everything. But yeah, in terms of the band,
Bill's the bass player.
Bill's the bass player. Mm-hmm. B. Husey was
Nice
playing
kid.
with us from.
Nice kid.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Bill rules.
Yeah. Bill's cool.
B. Husey is a bass player we work with often. He's in a band called Guides, which is an amazing goth rock band from LA. They're fantastic.
Are we goth rock?
You could say that. You could
well,
say that.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I mean, well, the echoing.
We dip into sort of the echoing dips into a hard rock, light metal kind of place.
Yeah.
Without being light metal, it's like
it's heavy.
it's
doomy.
It's heavy. Yeah, it's doomy. Doomy is what it is. It's a good one.
There's some songs out there you can find. Where is our shit? On Bandcamp?
It's on Bandcamp and Spotify.
Spotify and
YouTube, isn't
oh
it?
yeah, there's some songs on YouTube.
Yeah.
You have to look up the echoing Echo the Silence
That's the
or
echoing.
Summer of Suicide. What was the other one? We did 3 of them, didn't we?
Summer of Suicide, Echoes of
Oh,
Silence.
Confession.
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 This is my confession.
Shout out to the echoing.
Shout out.
No,
Love you, bro.
usually shout
Love
out,
you,
but I
Nicole.
just did.
Love you, Robin.
I like you guys a little bit. You need to call us.
Mooches. Call me.
Yeah, so we got 10 minutes left, dude. That's about it. That's all we got. We got anything else? Or should we just cut it off?
You know what?
Just wrap it up.
we got places to be, son.
I don't know what's with that, but
Hey, I got planes to
Gotcha.
catch. I got meetings
I'm gonna
to
go
attend.
watch that fucking Joe Rogan podcast. Bossford tomorrow or not. That one's gonna be fucking good. I bet you it's still going.
Might join you for a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think that's a wrap, man. Almost an hour and a half, dude. It was good talk. We should bring bands in here.
Let's get bands in here. Yeah,
I think so.
I'm gonna get bands in here. Yeah, this is actually, you can't tell. You're not gonna be able to tell from this video, but this is a good room for bands.
Yeah, it's a brand new room.
Yeah,
Brand new. Spanking new.
brand new room.
Yeah. So, if you're watching, and thank you,
Mm-hmm.
listening.
Thank you, everybody. Till next time.
Yeah. Bye.
Oh, fuck yeah. Was that really an hour and a half?